are.
Oh,
Excellent. I
Yeah.
like to hear that. So I see you've got a nice steaming cup of coffee there. I've got my iced
Cheers.
coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Cheers
right.
indeed. So yes, officially great to be able to speak to
Yeah.
you, Daniel. Do you
Uh,
always go by Daniel or Dan or
Daniel's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
fantastic? Love it. So TJ, Julie.
Yep.
Hey
All
guys.
right, let's get down to brass tacks here. This is
All
a
right.
super exciting opportunity for us
Yeah.
because obviously this is going to be coming out when the trailer hits.
Yeah.
So, what I want to know now is we have now seen what this movie's about. It's, the hopping of from Mabel or from the Mabel into the animal and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So we know what it's about, but what should people take away? We're going to come in right with the heavy hitters. What should people take away with this when they leave the theater? What are they going to learn? Or is it, is it like the adventure of Up and the grand scale of it? Is it maybe the emotion of Up? Is it the fun of Inside Out? Just, we know what it's about, but now why should people care?
Wow, right in there,
I
huh?
told you I was going right
Pixar
for it.
post, like going the heavy hits. Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I think it's a valid question. It's like, where's this movie going? I mean, I think you're right on this. Right for the teaser, we are pitching the comedy and the fun and the craziness of the movie.
Yeah.
I
Which
think.
I love.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
I
you,
loved it.
thank you. But yeah, I think the deep down underneath it is this emotional core. One is about Mabel and her deep connection with nature and why she cares about it. And there's a relationship she has with her grandma that she is kind of missing, and there's a void in her life when she loses her grandma. And so I think at the heart of it, there is this sort of emotional sort of connection that she is looking for and that she will find at the end. And then I think for what the thematic parts of the movie is that this is a movie about the coexistence of humans and animals and how they kind of survive together on this planet. And it kind of speaks towards the relationship that these two kind of work together and or don't. And
Yeah,
I
right.
think
The
that
push and
those,
pull.
yeah, and I think that those are kind of some of the themes that the movie will be dealing with, and for in fun ways and also emotional ways. So yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fun is evident right from the get-go, and
Thank
we
you.
can't wait.
Yes. Could you share with us like the origins, like how you came up with the story and how you and the team landed on like the beaver being basically the main animal focal point?
Yeah. Well, one of the big jumping off points for me was I don't know if you ever seen those documentaries where they put like robot animals into
Yes.
nature and they look
He
kind of
watches like
janky.
every animal documentary
Yeah.
ever existed.
Okay, all right. So you've seen like even the really weird ones where it's clearly not an animal, it's like a weird robot with a
Yeah.
really funky eye. Like that to me was the fun of the concept and being able to just play around with the idea of the weird ways humans try to infiltrate the animal world successfully and unsuccessfully. So I think for me, that was like the starting off point for the movie. And then obviously you add in the Avatar part of it, which we talk about in the trailer.
Yeah.
But then there's also this espionage angle, which is very like Mission Impossible, which I wanted to like kind of throw in there. So there's also a spy thriller element to the movie on top of it, on top of a very broad comedy. So for me, like there was this desire to mash in all these kind of elements that might feel different into one movie. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be a fun ride for people to watch. Beavers were not that was not the animal initially that I was planning on writing about, but as we started kind of developing the movie and it went through its changes, we were looking for a new animal. And when I started studying about beavers and what they do for ecosystems and how they, when they set up their pond and their lodge and their dam, all these other animals kind of join in and they sort of can live there and they can bear these ecosystem engineers that can shape a whole land. We start realizing, man, these are really cool animals and they're really cute and they're really
Yeah.
Yeah.
funny and they're really cute. So I think it hits all the marks, and I think people will love beavers after the movie, hopefully.
Oh
Right.
my
So that
gosh.
explains pond rules. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
like
Yeah,
okay.
they're kind
it's
of like
fun.
the originators of the rules and everything. But
Right.
um one of the things that we noticed that feels uh, a little different and some freshness to it is the eyes of the characters.
Hmm.
Especially so many of the animals are just the black dots rather than the standard luminous Pixar eye, if you will. Was that just a, this is the design of the characters and it fits them, or was there any thought that was put into like, yeah, let's make the animal world be a little more of the black dots, and then the human world will still have some more of the traditional or lit eye, if you will.
Yeah. No, that's very, very cool that you picked up on that. I mean, it is something that it's not totally clarified in the teaser, but probably in the trailer it will be the next time we kind of
Oh,
see it.
okay.
But the idea is that there are two views of the animals in terms of how the humans view animals, or actually, sorry, to reframe that, there are two views of the animals. One is how the humans see them, and they'll be more animalistic and dot-eyed in those ideas, in like how we see animals normally.
Yeah.
But then when you're in the animal world, like when Mabel hops, everyone kind of becomes more heightened and cartoony. So that's the second view that you can only experience when you actually avatar when you actually hop into an animal. So that's something we are exploiting. That there are these two views of the animals, and that's hopefully going to add to a lot of fun and comedy in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We always look at all those, we're diving into the super fine details. And I'll tell you that one of the things, like, the people that are going to watch this are going to appreciate too is the look of the worlds, how they have a separation point, at least from the teaser that we saw.
Mhm.
And I love this Beaverton University lab that
Yeah.
it appears we're in here. How we've got the green fluorescent lighting that's coming in there.
It just looks old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the light switch is dirty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there's scratches on it. Even the scientists themselves are somewhat older, at least the one of the main ones that we see. So it's really cool seeing this whole shift of the world as we leave this tube TV and tube computer like
it's like how they've been
look.
working on this Hoppers project for a long time, it seems. So we
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
Is that kind
Yeah.
of baked in there that this is something that's been cooking for a very long time?
Yeah, I mean, I think even the technology is pretty heightened in the sense that it's pretty advanced, and I mean, if anyone really stops to think about it, it's probably a little too outlandish to imagine they've created this thing. But I think to that thing we were talking about putting these janky robots into nature, I really wanted the science lab to feel really janky and to feel like, and also they're doing it undercover with very little budget, so it
I
shouldn't
got
look
that
like,
feeling. I that's
yeah,
that spy feeling. I totally got that feeling that they were
Oh, yeah.
because the one lab technician, she just looked like she was like had been there all night, all day,
yeah.
like just frazzled.
She's on.
Like
She's like
she's
level
like, hey.
10.
Yeah, yeah, and Mabel's not going to make life easier for her.
Yeah.
So I
Well, we
think
noticed
that,
because she had like, a broken wrist or something, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Mabel
yeah.
Mabel seems to be a little like, rough and
humble.
tumble, it seems,
She's
maybe.
a ball of energy. She has a chaotic energy. She's unhinged. I think one of the things when we were writing Mabel was how do we create a character you just don't know what she's going to do next, and she'll constantly surprise you. And on top of her having an emotional core and be a character that feels grounded, how do you also make one who that in order to protect these animals, she will do anything. And
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
I think that was part of the fun of creating this character, and then kind of winding her up and letting her go into this world. Hopefully, we're creating like a lot of unexpected things that could happen in the movie.
That's awesome. Okay, last thing that I'm thinking of real quick, because I know we only got another quick minute here,
Yeah.
is for a lot of our audience, this might be their first exposure to you coming into Pixar Studios at the director's helm. So
Sure.
obviously, if people know of you, they're gonna rightfully so know of you from the background of We Bare Bears and that history.
Mhm.
But give our us and our audience a little teaser as to what drives Daniel. What are your interests? What drove you to Pixar?
Yeah, I mean, Pixar has been in my DNA for most of my career. I was a story artist here even before directing.
Right.
So I would say I trained a lot here, but I really had the benefit also of leaving and experiencing making a TV show outside and learning, different things, and then coming back and now sort of bringing those experiences to the studio. One of the things that I think really defines me and my work, hopefully, is a certain sense of comedy and that kind of blends weirdness with sweetness and heart.
I like that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but and I think also I had a lot of hopes to really bring something fresh to Pixar that people haven't seen before. And I feel very fortunate because I was able to come in with a lot of the experiences of how Pixar works, but with this outside kind of knowledge of kind of trying to make something different. And it's just been really exciting to see Pixar embrace like this kind of movie and
Yeah.
something different and something kind of crazy and a little bit unpredictable. And for me, like coming in to make this movie, I wanted to make this roller coaster ride of a movie and something that would feel unexpected and you just didn't know what was going to happen next. And I think we've had some audience previews already, and we could already tell the audience is kind of along for the ride. So it's
Oh, awesome.
Oh my gosh, Daniel, you have no idea how excited we are for
Yeah,
this.
really,
Like, we're
really
so
ready.
excited.
Really ready for this. We've got our lap bars down.
oh my
We're
Yeah.
ready
God.
for the roller coaster
All right, all
ride.
right. Man, I want to spend some time talking about these things behind you. I've been looking at all the things around
Oh,
Oh,
you, like
there's
that Heimlich.
Kev
I
from
know. Look at
yeah,
that.
I got that one custom made for TJ. And we've
Oh
got
my
all of
God. Oh,
yeah.
Mike.
It
there's
goes.
Sora
It
scratch.
goes hard.
There's
We'll
one
have.
in the studio. I made one for the studio. It's above fork and knife.
Oh
That
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'll go check
Or
it
fork
out.
and fiddle, something like
Fork
that.
and
Yeah.
fiddle. Yeah, yeah. Knife and fiddle. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
yeah.
I?
I'm like, you
All the
know.
forks. So yes.
I see
Anyways,
the
yeah.
I see the for the birds bird back there.